Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be covering the top 3 features, well, my top 3 favorite features on the all-new iPad mini 6 here, and also the top 3 worst feature on the same tablet here. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, the very first one is going to be the design. This is an absolutely beautiful and also pretty functional design, I would say, especially if you look at the physical features, the way they are placed around this tablet, right? Accompanied to that form factor, just holding it this way, it just fits perfectly in my hands, and I'm able to do almost anything in a very seamless way. So it's more of a radical new design, looking like a mini version of the iPad Air 4. Now, I think I did say that in my previous or in my full review of this. It's very portable, pushing an 8.3 inches display, and you have a quad setup for the speakers here, making it a pretty great entertainment machine, right? So it's really nice for entertainment when holding the tablet so that you're not blocking the sound because you're holding the tablet this way, right? Meaning, you know, as the sound is coming out, even if you're blocking the bottom part, you still have the sound coming out of the top part or the top speakers right there. Plus the button placements is just perfect here. And it actually has moved around a little. Anywhere from Touch ID, which used to be at the bottom of the tablet, now being at the top, you have the volume rockers. And here's something that's pretty cool about the volume rocker. So if you're holding it this way, this button here would be the down volume. But if you're holding it this way, now that it's at the top, it becomes the up volume, right? So to turn the volume up. But anyway, so let me go ahead and jump into my next thing here. The next favorite feature on this tablet is going to be the specs. This guy here comes loaded with an A15 Bionic chip. You know, granted, it's clocked down a little bit to be closer to the A14 that you can find on the iPad Air 4, but it's still very powerful. It's a powerful chipset, and it's also coupled with 4 gigs of RAM. Excellent performance here so far. It's been fantastic for pretty much everything that I've tested so far. So day-to-day tasks, meaning light, medium, or even some heavy tasks, you'll be able to perform all of those here. Multitasking also, it works well. So in terms of working, it works very well. Now, as far as how comfortable you are, you know, while multitasking here, that's, you know, obviously a completely separate situation. But as far as multitasking, you'll be able to do that in the same way you'll be able to do it with the interface on the iPad Air 4 or the iPad Pro. And beyond all of those tasks, you can actually do some very respectable level of editing with this tablet here. You can edit your videos, photos. I've done video editing, and I was very impressed by the way this thing handled video editing. I mean, rendering times was just really top notch. Very, very surprised. Now let me go ahead and jump onto my next one here, and that's going to be, of course, the Apple Pencil 2nd Gen support. Now this tablet now supports the current Apple Pencil 2nd generation, and just by me snapping that on, you can see that it was built to actually attach it in a very seamless way. And by the way, before I forget, if this is your first time visiting, well, welcome to the channel. Of course, I'm certainly hoping you like the content so far. If you do, please do me a favor, hit both the like and the subscribe button there. I truly appreciate that. Anyway, so going back to the Apple Pencil 2nd Gen support here, you can see that this guy was designed to adapt to this pencil. The pad that you see here not only holds it magnetically, but it also charges it. And of course, you're going to get access to all of these 2nd Gen Apple Pencil functions. So as far as features go, you will pretty much have full access to those. So if you are one of those people who are always jotting down notes or jotting down things, then this is just the perfect candidate for you, especially if you don't mind the size of this tablet. And now that we have the top 3 best features of this tablet covered, let's go ahead and jump onto the top 3 worst features or worst things about this tablet. And the first one is going to be the price. This guy here, this baby is priced at $500, which I personally think is actually pretty steep. Now, you know, you're going to tell me, sure, it's seen quite a few upgrades with some of them that are more radical than others, but the price increase is just still something that is kind of bad the way I look at it. The previous generation, for example, was going for $400, and the current was pushed up to $500, which if you think about it, you could just throw in a few more bucks and be able to pick up the iPad Air 4, which by the way is boasting pretty much the same design, except it's a a larger tablet, right? So you'll be able to do a lot more, at least most people, unless you're looking for something small, most people will be able to do a lot more with the iPad Air 4. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump on to the next thing that I don't like, or the second worst thing about this tablet is going to be just the display brightness. Now, it can go as high as 500 nits in terms of brightness, which is fine for most tablets, specifically for those, you know, that are normal sized. So anywhere between 10 or 11 inches, which will be fine, right? 10, 11 inches or up. But at 8.3 inches, 500 nits just doesn't seem to be that bright, especially outside, like in a sunny day. And it doesn't even have to be in a situation where the sun is directly hitting the tablet. I personally don't find it to be that bright. A few times I've been outside with it, and it wasn't even that crazy sunny, but I was still having maybe not having a hard time. It just didn't seem bright being outside with it. But anyway, the next one here is going to be the storage, the non-expandable storage. Now, I know that this is one thing that I've complained about it for a long time. Millions of people have complained about it for a long time. The fact that Apple doesn't offer, you know, expandable storage, you know, 64 gigs, you know, it's decent, it's good to start off with, but the fact that you don't have the ability to expand that storage is still a faux pas for me. Now, sure, we've seen worse from Apple, right? So last year, for example, it was 32, even though files are getting larger, you know, pictures are getting heavier, pictures, videos are getting heavier, and all that good stuff. So you will find yourself running out of space rather quickly on this tablet. You may need to do something like, you know, buying iCloud storage, or simply walk around with some type of external storage. That way you can transfer things back and forth, or you can simply just up for the next tier, which is 256 gigs and will cost you an additional $150. So that's kind of where we stand with that. But anyway, those were just a few things that I like about this tablet, and of course we also went over some of the stuff that I don't like about this tablet. Let me know what you think of this. If you do also have an input that you want to add, I would love to read those in the comment section. Are there things that you like or things that you don't like? And also keep in mind that I already made a full review of the tablet, so in case you want to get additional details on this tablet, or you want to get a, you know, full take, a comprehensive take on the iPad Mini 6 here, make sure to check out those videos. I'm going to make sure I put them in the description or somewhere up here in one of the cards, so you can click and it will take you to those videos. I'm certainly hoping that this video was informative. Please let me know with your take. I'm going to catch you in the comment section like I always do. I'm also going to catch you in the next video, and of course make sure to subscribe. I'm pretty sure I asked already. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe the video and share it also. I'll catch you in the next video, and up until then, of course, as always, stay safe out there.